All right, welcome to Why Invest Wednesday. This is season 2, episode 1, if you will, of Why Invest Wednesday. So we'll kind of get you started here. Definitely a crazy day in society. I hope things calm down a little bit out there. Regardless, we will move forward here and talk a little bit about 2021. As 2020 finished out, obviously we saw a bunch of different things in a great real estate market, and maybe some people sitting at home wanting to maybe get a bigger home, so on and so forth. We're still kind of plagued with that, want to or not want to get out of the house, and having people show your home is kind of difficult at times. That's really driving a lot of inventory suppression, I think, as well as we just don't have the homes to match the population growth and things like that are going on. So if 2020 had you kind of feeling cramped and you're thinking about moving up or getting a bigger place or a smaller place, moving out of the city to the suburbia area, definitely something to consider. Right now is still an excellent time to buy as we move into the spring season. We talked a little bit about distracted periods, which the last week of the year and the first week of the year is usually a little bit slower on the buy end. I have a realtor friend who was in a bidding war of 50 offers this week. He eventually instructed his client to fold, no one to hold them, no one to fold them, to the late Kenny Rogers. At some point, you have to be realistic and not chase something too far. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is the distracted period is over. We might as well call this spring 2021 in the real estate market. So if in the event you are moving and the time is now, or you want to move, the time is now compared to later. After 50 offers, we are definitely going to see some price increase. We also maybe see higher rates as we go here. Some things that change. We'll see. I mean, we can't predict anything, obviously, as the last 2 months and last year really have been part of that, proving that things are unpredictable. But with that said, the real estate market is not going to change a whole lot. We have low interest, we have low inventory, the demand is high. We have a president-elect that believes in home ownership and believes in the American dream, and probably stimulate that demand even more. So what we have to do on the outside is get homes, find homes. If you want to move, there's no better time to list your home. You are at the top price point that you've ever seen before, so you might as well take advantage. Not to say it's the very top and the record it's going to be, but if you sell your house at the very top, then you're buying at the very top, and that's not positive moving forward either. So as we continue to see this steady growth in 2021, definitely consider where you want to be. Obviously, I don't think we're going back to normal, so the home is going to continue to be important. If your home doesn't satisfy your work from home needs or things like that, now is the time to make that move while you still have a chance. The market is hot, it is competitive, but the point is, if you wait any longer, it could be more expensive, higher interest rates, so on. So if you're thinking about making a move, making a change, definitely reach out. The new year obviously brings personally a time to reflect and get better and make changes. And so if that's something that you've come across, whether you're renting or you're in a small home and you want a bigger home, or a big home and want a smaller home, now is the time to consider making a move. It's not for everyone. It's not perfect for everyone, no matter what the market says. The time is always right if it's right for you. I would love to sit down and talk with you on a phone call, Zoom call, whatever. And we can kind of talk about that so we can make those choices as you go. Because, as we move forward in this market with the low interest rates, I mean, if you haven't refinanced, your interest rate's probably below 3.5. Once we see those tick up a little bit, which eventually they will, we look to see a very positive stock market, a crazy one, probably ups and downs, and that might affect the interest rate a little bit. we'll see. Who knows what's going to happen with rates? But regardless, if they go up above 3.5 again or 4 at some point, there's going to be even less people wanting to move or sell their house. At least people might still move, but they're not going to sell those houses because they're in such great interest rate pockets. So just some things to consider. Your position is, or your situation is unique to you, and we need to sit down and talk. I'm happy to just have a conversation with you. This is kind of what I'm thinking, 2, 3, 4 years down the road. What are we looking at? I pride myself on being available to my clients and helping them make positive choices when it comes to that piece. Obviously, who knows what's going to happen? Today's been a crazy day in United States history. We have a raised level of crazy, I think, going on, storming the Capitol and things like that. And we need to really just kind of sit back and see what happens. No matter what side you're on, obviously, these things can have an effect. It sounds like the Georgia senators went to the Democrats, so that means the Democrats technically control the Senate, split Senate. So all those things are things to consider, and that may change things. So not a lot of projection on how that's going to affect. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we can see something settle out and things are better overall, just for humanity, really. But let's continue to stay focused and take an introspective look. If you need a conversation about, real estate and, getting to where you want to be, I know that 2020 was a huge introspective year for me, looking at my financial future and where I want to go with it. And that's something that we can absolutely help you gain, so that we're not as single-sided. We're not as driven by just our job income or things like that. We're not all in one basket, because then obviously we're riding the roller coaster of the economy, which is never good, for anyone. If it goes bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good, kind of thing. So diversification is important, and I would love to help you out and see how real estate can help you with those things. So other than that, the good news of the week is the Buckeyes are in the national championship, hopefully, and they don't have a lot of COVID. So that's going to be sweet when they beat Alabama, because we all know that's happening because it happened before or something. But we'll check that out. Stay tuned. That's hopefully Monday. Hopefully we're talking about a Buckeyes national championship next week. I live in Colorado, but definitely a Buckeye fan. So hope you guys have a great week. We'll talk more as things progress. It looks like we'll have a new president here by the end of the month, and we'll kind of see how things are progressing with the all-Democrat Senate, House, and president. So we'll talk soon. I hope you have a great week. Be kind to people. Be kind to people on social media, all over the place. Let's try and make this better. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.